women do not date out of their race enough. And God, please release my sisters from the shackle of only dating black men. I feel like it's time for us to explore our options. It's way more of life to see, way more experiences to have.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as for the title, guys, you can see we're going to be talking about this beautiful goddess that you guys are viewing here on your screen. This lady ultimately came out here and say something that at this point in time, I'm pretty sure the entire universe are very much aware of. And she simply say, white man bagged the baddest black woman. And I mean, did she lie? Nonetheless, guys, listen to what this beautiful content creator had to say, and then we will come back with more.
Why is it when it comes to biracial couples that when I see a black woman with a white man, it's a bad bitch? Like, this girl is bad. There's not a black man that would pass on her. But when it's a white girl and a black guy, 80% of the time, that black dude be dusty as hell. Any black woman would pass on him for real. It's like, you safe, sister. We wasn't looking for him anyway. I feel like white men genuinely, when they like black women, they genuinely like black women. They don't care how dark you are. They don't care about your afro, how curly your hair is. They don't care. But when it comes to the white girls, I don't know. I feel like not all of them, it's not all of them, but a lot of them relationships, they be together because they want mixed kids, or the black man is with that girl for convenience and because he knows he can get away with a lot more shit 90% of the time. The white girls that are seasoned, y'all not in this conversation, but y'all know who I'm talking about.
So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, there's no lie that has been detected within what she just said. But I did wanted to talk a little bit more about this because just like she said, whenever we see black women going out here and thankfully exploring their dating option, we already know that for the most part, I would say probably 99% of the time, when black women go out here, these black women, including myself, we're drop dead gorgeous for the most part. We look like supermodel, and we will go out here and get some of the true providers, some of the true traditional male, not the male that continuously come out here on social media and be crying about women not wanting to submit to them and be crying about they want to go back in time when women were traditional, disregarding the whole notion that when women were quote unquote traditional, like they like to say, it is because the man was traditional. But we already know these men aren't necessarily smart. They will be coming out here talking about they want to go back in time when women were traditional. Ultimately, the map for these low-hanging group of society, when they say that they want a traditional woman, we already know they mean that you as a woman, you be barefoot and pregnant. But these men will be disregarding the fact that traditional men, they were the one taking care of the household. These women didn't have to go out here and work. These low-hanging group of society will be coming out here, open up their dusty mouth, talking about they want traditional women. Meanwhile, they want you as a woman that either they're in a relationship or in a marriage with. They want you to, one, fend for them entirely while they sit at home, play video game all day, living in their mom basement or sleeping on their girlfriend couch. But they have the audacity to want you to be paying for them entirely or going 50-50. These will be the lowest hanging group of society coming out here, opening up their filthy mouth, talking about they want traditional women. You guys already know I also had to hop into the comment section to see what people are sounding off saying. So this commentator said, so like Gabri Siddleby, this one say, my brother handsome black man, really handsome, but he's with white women below average, makes me angry, yo. This is exactly what I continue to talk about. Whenever we see these non-black male going out here, just like she mentioned, they will be literally with some of the most beautiful, intelligent black women. But when the roles are reversed, we see that these preferences, they go out here and they get with some of the lowest hanging group of society. For the most part, we already know it is because these women are in a hot commodity within their own community. This is precisely why the Dusty Umar Johnson, he say that the lowest hanging group of society, aka black male, they only get the white woman and preference as a whole, that ultimately these non-black male don't want. And even though I know you guys feel a way about me incorporating the Dusty Umar Johnson within my videos, at the end of the day, guys, these dust buckets, sometimes they do be making sense. And this is only reason why I continue to incorporate him. This one say, OMG, the comedian Eddie Griffin did a whole skit on this, but I have to agree with you, sis. This one say, I have dated black men, and this is so true. I think it's because when white men and black women date outside their race, it's a choice. But for many white women and black men, it's more because they've been rejected by most of their own race. And as you guys can see, this right here, it says Lala Laura. I'm gonna assume this is a spicy Latina. Probably if black males see it coming from one of their preference, they're gonna believe it. But once again, just like the dust bucket deadbeat Umar Johnson just say, and this preference also came out here and she's validating that, the lowest hanging group of society, aka black male, and the non-selected from their community, the only reason why they be having these trauma bond is one, these preferences, because they're not top tier within their community, they were ultimately rejected by white and non-black male. And black male, because they don't want to get a job, they don't want to go out here and live like a law-abiding citizen, they don't want to come out here and live up to the mantle of manhood. And this is precisely why black women don't want them. These people ultimately, they will come together because at the end of the day, they both were rejected from their counterpart. So once again, probably by having this spicy Latina Laura coming out here and validating this, maybe the lowest hanging group of society will start to believe it. So as you guys can see, the commentator Gigi responded by saying, you're right. I've actually dated a black man who told me this was the case for him in his past. Black women wouldn't date him, should have been my sign. And as you guys can see, we have right here one of the male that the lowest hanging group of society are so envious and so jealous of, even though they will be coming out here talking about how every group of male are so jealous of them, which is truly comical if you really think about it. So as you guys can see, this commentator say, we date on our level and what value we uphold. Most black women we date are top tier. Absolutely. As you guys can see, this commentator say, I have never had a black man show me so much love for my natural hair as much as a white man, which I think is quite interesting because for us, once again, black women that love ourselves enough to go out here and explore our dating option, because I truly feel like the biggest form of love that a black woman can show herself and show the world that she has for herself is ultimately by her coming out here, ridding herself of the shackle, ridding herself of being loyal to a group of males that don't even like her in the first place. Whenever you see us as black women, we go out here and we date these successful men. These males, they literally love and they embrace literally every aspect of us, because just like she said, the lowest hanging group of society, even though we have all of these videos of them out here on social media talking about can they go back in time when they will see black women with her natural hair, I think it is quite comical because these will be the same lowest hanging group of society, which unfortunately, when you have black women that are coming out here seeking for the validation of these male, you will have these same black women saying that they will draw the attention of the lowest hanging group of society when they're coming out here and ultimately wearing hair that is not necessarily our hair texture. But unfortunately, these will be the lowest hanging group of society also having the audacity to come out here and trying to tell you as a black woman that you should embrace your natural hair more. Nonetheless, black woman, This, unfortunately, is what y'all are going to continue to experience and go through if y'all are going to continue to come out here and be seeking for the validation for a group of males that ultimately don't provide nothing for you and your well-being. This one say, no shade to the brothers, but I just started dating a white guy, and I must say he's the best guy I've dated. He seems so intentional, educated, and bilingual. This one say, my dad is white and my mom is a baddie. LOL. This one say, confirmation bias. Every so often, we see a string of posts from all of social media where you find out your black man celebrity crush dates white women, or athletes who date white women, and all of the complaint about the race disloyalty. I say this as someone who only dated black women, but this type of commentary only serves to sow more division between us. Don't you guys think it is quite interesting that the lowest hanging group of society continuously come out here and be talking about division when they are the one continuously coming out here telling us as black women that every other group of women are so much better than us? That's bucket. No one. Trust me when I tell you, no one on this society cares about anything that y'all have to say. And lastly, guys, I want to conclude with this comment that you guys are seeing here from this Dusty. And as you guys can see, he said, from what I observe in most cases, white men and black women have a lot in common, especially in terms of financial success and education. Black women uphold the quote-unquote alpha role in our community versus black men. Black men with white women have more in common, and I already know what he's going to go on to say. But once again, I think that it is quite interesting that black male will be coming out here trying to fearmonger black women from going out here and exploring our option, because at the end of the day, regardless of these male coming out here saying, doing whatever, if you look at the stats, if you look at the data, the relationship between black women and white men, they are indeed the most successful relationship. This is when you compare relationship between white men and white women, black men and black woman. So guys, once again, regardless of everything that the lowest hanging group of society continuously come out here and say, the unions between black women and white men, they are indeed the most successful relationship globally. Nonetheless, guys, this is all that I have to say on this whole predicament. Whatever your thoughts and opinion are, please get in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.
Black women, it's time to hold ourselves accountable because we are reaping what we sowed. We have lied and gassed black men up for centuries, letting them think that they are kings with no kingdoms, letting them think that they are the emperor when they are naked. And now we are dealing with the consequences of those actions. Instead of being honest with black men and requiring them to do better for not only themselves, but the community that they helped create, we have allowed them to tear it apart and then put it back together quietly behind their backs and then still let them get the credit for it.